was inefficient in the first half.
He's been back to Ed and Jay to bring you the second half action.
Everybody pick up, Diaz. Right.
Leonard to Gasol. Throws it down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Across the timeline, it's Conley. Down a bundle. From the painted area, won't go down. To Lowry. Nothing going here on that drive. Driving right to the basket. Kyle Anderson rejects it.
Just incredible timing on that swap.
Conley to Valanciunas. Jonas Valanciunas. Small sample size, but making the most of it. He's 1 for 2.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Count the basket inside.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Conley into the front court. He'll run the offense to Kyle Anderson. Shot from in close, no good. Across the timeline, it's Lowry. His guys hold a commanding lead. Short jumper off the mark.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short on the shot.
Won't go down. Defender's lucky he wasn't called. Lowry with it. His guys holding the big lead. And scores. Strong take.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Conley into the front court. Looking to make something happen. To Kyle Anderson. Marc Gasol sends it away.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Anderson, terrific vision. Cruises inside for 2.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Here comes the screen. Baseline drive. Kawhi Leonard. Quiet night, but 2 for 3 in the contest right now.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Conley. From the outside, no good. Lowry. Down low Gasol. Fires the 3, buries it on the catch and shoot.
Great shot by the offense, but the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough 2 than a wide open 3.
Now the Grizzlies will use a timeout as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this 3rd quarter. We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Conley to Kyle Anderson. The rebound comes down to Toronto. Curling inside. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The ref spit, and that's the game.
Jeremy Lin trying to cash in on a 3-point play. For his career, 80% at the line. Free throw good to cap off the 3-point play as they continue to open things up here in the 3rd quarter. It's Grizzlies ball. Here comes the screen. Conley to Valanciunas. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
Hey, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Free throw good, so they get the three-point play, but it's not much more than a drop in the bucket with the score right where it is. Here comes the screen. That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket.
Bread and butter, and there are few that can do it better off the screen.
To Jaren Jackson. Anderson. Jonas Valanciunas. 3 for 6 now.
Valanciunas giving you that size, giving you that length, a guy that can extend the defense. But you kind of forget that he was the 5th pick taken overall in 2011.
Leonard. Deep left corner. Nothing going here on that drive. To Leonard.
Watch that cutter.
Gets a look. Can't hit.
Hey, clear out. I got this.
Conley. The shot almost.
Hit the screen.
It's the Raptors with the basketball. Just inside the arc, at the buzzer. Third quarter comes to an end. The fourth quarter on the way. The Raptors enjoying a sizable lead. Grizzlies get the first crack at it as we begin the fourth quarter. They're looking up at a big margin, and that, Jay, shouldn't come as a surprise to many.
Well, for them to have a chance to win, I'm glad they brought their A game in their backpacks here to the arena, but that's not enough. They need their A-plus game, and they need to execute down the stretch. You need to throw everything in the bag at them in order to win this game.
Jonas Valanciunas, 4 out of 7. Toronto has the basketball. Fred VanVleet to Leonard. Baseline drive. Gets to the basket and scores.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in a zone by himself.
I got ball.
You've got to get that one to go. To Leonard. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Nothing going here on that drive. Shot by Valanciunas off the mark. Powell to Leonard. Kawhi Leonard. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
The rebounds corralled by the Raptors. Count it.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
Whistle and a timeout for Memphis as they'll talk things over here in this fourth quarter. New blood coming in for both sides. Knocked loose. Oh, nice find for the basket.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
To Powell. Ibaka to VanVleet. For 3, VanVleet denied. Have to like the defense. to Jaren Jackson. Here comes the screen. To Bradley. Lets it fly from long range. Cleared by Ibaka.
And you knew this game had a chance to get out of hand pretty quickly because of the communication. When these guys stepped on the court, Ed, they were yapping back and forth to each other. And that kind of communication, that kind of collective responsibility to one another, you feel that on the court. That's why this team is special.
The Raptors down to 3 on the shot clock. Shot from the lane won't go.
And you see so many players quit on the play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
Leonard to Van Vliet. Fine to shoot for Toronto. Leonard. I don't know, Jay. They have a big lead. This game is just about over. He might not make many friends on the other side with that 3.
Oh, I don't want to hear that generic coaching speak about dwindle down the shot clock, use the clock is your friend. No, if you have a chance to beat him by 50, beat him by 50. If you want to beat him by 100, keep shooting more threes.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Conley. They have to keep him in their grasp.
It's easy to get lost in the chaos of the game down the stretch, but great awareness by the shooter to get those toes right behind the three-point line.
Lowry. Not getting the bounce. Short jumper won't go down. Lowry to Leonard. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
And a nice finish at the rim.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Ball controlled by Kyle Lowry. Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. To Danny Green. Lowry. Shot clock winding down. Gets it in the right corner. Leonard. And he buries it. Jay, the system produces once again.
Yeah, and what we're seeing is a brilliant offensive display. You have ball movement, player movement, and great shooting to top it off. You get those 3 things going, you're going to be a dynamic offensive unit.
Oh, straight down the middle, 4-2. It's the Raptors with the victory as they win this one in very convincing fashion. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Taylor Rose here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Raptors
Put on a show in a blowout.
The scoring display they put on is going to be hard to forget. It's hard to imagine anyone doesn't come away impressed with how effectively they score their points. Check out the leading scores for the Toronto Raptors. The Grizzlies
Lost this game long.
Player of the game.
Kawhi Leonard could not have been more impressive in this game. The way he scored the basketball looked like he was playing with kids in high school.
Who was cold?
Time now for the top plays of the game.
Number 2. number one.